Well, hello, everybody. I am TracyMac, your professional peacemaker and host of Black Women's World Podcast. That is the BWWP, baby. Listen, I'm so glad to have you with me for season 3. We are moving and shaking, and thank you all for picking up what we putting down. So from wherever you are in the world, whatever country, whatever city, whatever state, province, county, prefecture, wherever you're from, I'm so glad you're here and that you are choosing to listen. And for those of you who are watching, you're choosing to watch. So whether you're listening from one of our many different podcast platforms, or whether you're watching from YouTube, our TracyMac BWWP YouTube channel, Facebook, or even on Instagram, I am so glad you take time to be with me so I can show you and agree with you to how powerful Black women really are. Our grace, our style, our moxie, our royalty, our excellence. We're some wonderful people. Like I always say, if you always want to know a Black woman, because if you ain't a Black woman, you may want to be one, or at least get to know one. And I laugh, but I'm so serious. But I want to talk to you today about comfort zones. We hear all the time, get out of your comfort zone, get out of your comfort zone. Well, you have to take risks, whether you're shifting, whether you're elevating, whether there's transition in your life. A lot of times you have to take risks and do those things that are not comfortable in order to ensure that you're growing, that you're relevant, that you have something to offer, that the value that you bring. You've got to shift and change the packaging. Sometimes you can have the same content, but sometimes you have to change the packaging of how you do what you do. And so that's when getting out of your comfort zone makes a lot of sense. But many of us, especially those of us who are fans and listen to the BWWP, we are of a certain age. Black Women's World Podcast, we tend to vibe and thrive with SistaNistas who are baby boomers, Generation X, and even millennials. So we're of a certain age. And so when I think about comfort zone for us, SistaNistas and SistaNista lovers, those SistaNista lovers are people who may not be Black women, but you love us. So I welcome you too. So when we're of a certain age, we need to put a play on those words and understand and recognize how to recognize when we are in the comfort of our zone. So when we talk about getting out of your comfort zone, that's when you're not being lazy, when you're not procrastinating, when you're not allowing distractions to deter you from the goal and the mission. We understand that. Entrepreneurs understand that well. Leaders know that well. Progressive thinkers know that well. Socialpreneurs know that well. You cannot stay in the area of comfort when it comes to being progressive. But when you're talking about knowing the comfort of your zone, I want to give you 3 things because I'm all about self-discovery, knowing your purpose, mission, and passion, and doing so with passion and compassion. So when you're in those areas, you get to a point when you get of a certain age where you need to know the comfort of your zone. What is your zone? I want to give you 3 things to help you recognize and know when you are in the comfort of your zone. And the first thing is when it's not a struggle. When that thing that you're doing or who you are is not a struggle, it's just you. That's how you show up in the world. It's effortless. It's how you present yourself. It's consistent. You're not here one day and here the next, but it's something that you bring out. It just happens to be innate. It's a gift you have. It's a value that you bring that is effortless. That's when you know you're in the comfort of your zone, when it don't take you no whole bunch of energy to get that thing together or to perform and do that thing well with excellence. You know when you're in the comfort of your zone, when it's effortless. Number 2, you know when you're in the comfort of your zone is when it refreshes you. It gives you life. Instead of it depleting your energy, it increases your energy. It gives you pleasure. You lose track of time. I used to coach a whole lot of one-on-one VIP. I don't do that a whole lot anymore, but whenever I'm in that coaching zone, I lose track of time. I had to set my timer. Even sometimes when I'm doing different projects, I lose track of time. Sometimes I forget to eat. Now, let me keep it real with you. That don't happen a whole lot. Or sometimes I forget to eat the right things. But you just lose track of time because that thing has you so enthralled and you're so engulfed in doing that thing. It's like, I could do this all day and I could do it all day for free. And I even do because I believe in the tithing principle. Your time, your talents, and your tithe. That's your money, the gifts you have, and your time. So sometimes when I'm doing my civic duties, or when I'm doing those things I volunteer for, because I love those things, I lose track of time. Even my work, I love what I do, whether it be coaching, training, or podcasting, however I choose to serve. I love it so much that I have to force myself to set timers. And that's when I know I'm in the comfort of my zone. No, I'm not stagnant, but this thing right here, it's in the pocket. You know how back in the day, I used to do a lot of music stuff. I was in the music world for a long period of time, and I still dabble every now and then, but I've never been a musician. But as far as writing, background vocals, arranging, some vocal coaching back in the day, directing choirs, it was just part of me, but I was never a musician. So back in the day, we'd be having jam sessions or whatever. You'd always hear one musician, especially the bass player or the keyboard player, tell the drummer to keep it in the pocket, keep it in that sweet spot. And that's what I feel when I think about the comfort of your zone, keeping it in the pocket. Let that, how sweet it feels, how you lose track of time, because this is what I'm here for. People say, I'm here for it. It's like, this is what I'm here for. That's when you know you're in the comfort of your zone. The third way you can recognize when you're in the comfort of your zone is it attracts other people to you. It attracts other people to you in a way where people say, I want to do that too. Or I want to do it with you. I want to partner with you. Or I can do that too. Or for real, you too. It begins to attract people to you. Now, sometimes it will attract people to you because it looks easy, because it is easy for you. And they may make an assumption that it'll be easy for them. And that's when some conflict may happen. But either way, when you are in the comfort of your zone, baby, that thing is so attractive. People want to either support you, help you do it with you, tell other people about it. And I'm so grateful when those things happen, because it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. When you know you are in the comfort of your zone, you do it with your eyes closed, hands down. That goes back to number one. It is effortless. It's innate. I was born to do this thing. That's why self-discovery is so, so, so important, because you have to know your purpose, why you are here, your mission, what you're here to do and be. And then you do it with passion, the zeal, the fervor, the energy to make it happen. And then you do it, you have passion, compassion, should I say, because you're able to provide and help somebody else and serve someone else with it. So again, I get it. You're supposed to get out of your comfort zone when you're moving, when you're progressing, when you're transitioning, when you're shifting. Get out of that. Take some risk and move forward so you can stay relevant. But when it comes to finding the comfort of your zone, especially when you get of a certain age, baby boomers again, Generation X like me, and millennials, when you start to get of a certain age, all this hopping around or whatever, you ought to have some things in your life that are just sure. And this is comfort that I not only have within myself, but because I'm so sure of this thing, and it's effortless, and it refreshes me, and it attracts other people, I'm so sure that it makes you feel good too. So I am TracyMac. I thank you all for listening. I thank you being a part of the Black Women's World Podcast Queendom. You're welcome to join us in our Facebook group on Facebook. It's a private group. You're welcome to subscribe to the podcast. You're welcome to subscribe to the videos by way of YouTube. And I'm so grateful for season 3 that we kicked off. And I'm such a laid back person. I don't do a whole lot of bells and whistles and whatever. I'm just glad to have you here. I'm glad you're listening. Feel free to contact us if you would like to be on Black Women's World Podcast, or you know someone who will be interesting for me to speak with, or even along with my co-host, Javon Cookie Jones and Dina Hamilton. Email us at peace@blackwomansworld.com. We'd be happy to allow you to go through the vetting process and see if we can vibe with you, and see if we can pick up what you're putting down in so many different ways. So I love what I do. I know that podcasting or radio show hosting is one of the zones I'm comfortable in. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for you. I hope and pray that you're able to take these 3 suggested tools to find out if you are in the comfort of your zone. And if so, let me know. You can reach me at peace@blackwomensworld.com and let me know that this particular episode, Finding the Comfort of Your Zone, has been comfortable for you. Much love and peace. I'm TracyMac. You've been listening to Black Women's World Podcast, the BWWP, brought to you in part by TracyMac Solutions for Life Institute, coaching and training services. No doubt you have enjoyed being in our world, and it doesn't have to stop here. Head on over to blackwomensworld.com. This is my personal invitation to you to stay connected with me on social media and more. I'd love to see you there, and I'm so grateful you came to be with me here. Invite someone else to join you in our queendom next time so they can feel the vibe of our tribe of SistaNistas and SistaNista lovers too. Remember to be kind, be authentic, be generous, be excellent, be grateful, and while you're at it, go ahead and be extraordinary, because that's just what SistaNistas do, on purpose through mission with passion and compassion. It's a Black woman's world, baby, and you, my SistaNista, are proof. I'm your self-discovery companion, your professional peacemaker, and your host, TracyMac. Wherever you are in the world, may you love and be loved by somebody. Peace.